And I want everyone to come.
We will stop you!
Yeah, it's an apartheid, except it's medical, and it's just tyranny in a different colour, different shade.
This is actually about Australia, this is about the world, this is about freedom, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, there was a whole heap of people that came together to make a stand and basically just let everyone know that we are here for our healthcare workers, for our aged care workers, for our police, for everyone, for our children. You know, we're here for truth.
Finally the tables are starting to turn. Talk about a revolution. It's finally the tables are starting to turn. Talk about a revolution. Oh, no. Talk about a revolution. Talk about a revolution.
Again, the reality is our numbers are telling the story and they cannot avoid us any longer.
We do not want forced vaccinations on anybody for any reason. The governments need absolutely to respect our freedom of choice.
Pretty rough at getting forced into it. Don't want to be losing my job or anything. We should have a choice.
She's Australia's first political prisoner. This is an assault on democracy. This is now a political party. Reignite Australia.
It's just disheartening that we've sort of come to this. You know, I've been advocating for my patients' rights and 100% informed consent, and now I'm not allowed to make that decision on my terms.
I'm just rereading Orwell's book 1984, and the parallels of what's happening today is just frightening. That's why I'm here today. I'm scared. I'm not scared of the virus, I'm scared of my government.
What's our future ex-Prime Minister's name? It's Scott Morrison. Oh, look, even the President of America can't remember his name. So do you have a message for Scott Morrison today?
I'd say the best thing he can do is get out, and we need a whole new government on both sides, get rid of the majors.
I'm here to fight for the freedoms of our fellow Australians, especially our children. You should not have to be forced into taking a jab if you do not want to. It is our body. We have the choice as to whether we want to have these vaccines or not, especially the fact that they're still in the trial phase. We are not guinea pigs, and neither are our children.
No more vaccine coercion of our children. Keep your hands off that bloody kid!
I'm working in mental health, occupational therapy, and have been there for 20 years. And to come to this point where I am not sleeping very well, where I'm constantly worried about losing my job, losing my lifestyle, losing everything I have, because I had chosen not to have the vaccine, because I did a lot of research over the last couple of months. Enough is enough. Let's just fight for our freedom. So, and shame on Mark McCoward. Shame on Mark McCoward. Shame on Mark McCoward. Shame on Mark McCoward.
Shame on Mark McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward!
I am from West Berlin, and if anyone knows the history of Berlin, you will know that we brought down the wall. That anything that happened in 1989 in a tiny church, Gethsemane, with 4 people, came over my country like a tsunami, and it washed the wall away. Please, people, do not allow them laying hands on our children. Standing here for all of our brothers and sisters, regardless what color, regardless what creed. United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.
We have known from the very beginning of this campaign that it was a campaign of fear. We watched on the television night after night, and I said to my colleagues, this is going to scare the hell out of the elderly people in our community, and it did. It amounts to hysteria. I have now received a personal letter from the Director General of Health in this state telling me that because I'm a first-tier worker, that is working on a respiratory ward, I will be required to have my first jab, at least, by the 1st of October. That is 2 weeks' time. As Dr. Judy said, the regulatory authority that registers nurses and doctors for the right to work has also told us that if we say anything different to the song sheet, we can be deregistered and deprived of our living. I care very much for my profession. I have loved it. That's why at my age, I'm still doing what I do. It was never my intention to have to retire in 2 weeks' time. Another thing that you need to be very aware of, and perhaps Mr. McGowan needs to wake up to it. The health system in this state is in chaos and crisis. Every single day from my hospital, they are sending out text messages asking for people to fill shifts that are vacant. And sometimes we're instructed that we have to work short for that shift, but we may not have any empty beds. So same number of patients, less nurses to look after them. That's today. Now you tell me what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time, because I am not the only person in my hospital who will be standing down. I have no private human rights if I'm a nurse. But I can assure you that if I'm deprived of my living, if I'm deprived of my vocation which I love, and I'm deprived of my registration, I will not close my mouth.
Thank you so much. 50 years. Joy has been doing that for 55 years. Give her a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time. Do not comply. Do not comply.
The problem is that the truth isn't being spoken about on mainstream media.
Of course you are against that. No, you are not neutral.
Neutral.
We wouldn't be here if you were neutral.
But what?
You'll be a real hero if you tell the truth, okay? You'll be a real hero telling us the truth.
We have a drug that is being falsely promoted to the public by the media and medical doctors as a vaccine when it is an untested genetic technology, and it will have serious harm on the population, and it already has.
I can't hear you clapping. All of you guys, let's go. Come on.
McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward! Shame on Mark McCoward!
We're here to claim back our children and to speak to the doctors to get them to speak up for medical ethics.